Danger is usually associated with large predators, and for good reason they truly are a serious threat. But danger can also come from animals that seem completely harmless. Take the donkey, for example.
Its modest size, long ears, and calm expression make it look like nothing more than a hard-working animal that spends its days carrying loads and grazing on grass. But once you get to know it better, you realize that beneath its peaceful appearance lies a powerful, incredibly resilient, and fiercely independent animal, capable of standing up to even the most dangerous predators. Today, we're going to find out why donkeys are considered some of the most underrated animals on Earth, and what they're capable of when someone crosses the line.
A donkey's fiery temperament can make it one of the most intimidating animals on the farm. Armed with an iron grip and strong forward-projecting teeth, it can turn a peaceful barnyard into complete chaos.
A donkey won't hesitate to grab a frightened pig by the skin and drag it away. During feeding time, it freely lashes out with its powerful hooves, scattering goats and sheep without a second thought. An angry donkey is a nightmare for members of the dog family. They instinctively dislike dogs and foxes. In fact, farmers often use donkeys to guard livestock from coyotes and hyenas. When protecting its territory, a donkey may pin an intruder's neck to the ground with its body weight before literally throwing it out of the enclosure. Fighting back is often pointless. A determined donkey is capable of beating a predator to death.
This fearless troublemaker isn't intimidated by animals much larger than itself. It will challenge full-grown horses, although young stallions occasionally manage to put it in its place, and boldly confront massive bulls and even camels. Not even a crocodile resting by the water commands its respect. Thanks to lightning-fast reflexes, a donkey can dodge the reptile's jaw with ease, almost as if it's deliberately teasing it.
Besides their fighting ability, donkeys are surprisingly intelligent. If one gets bored, it can quickly figure out how to unlatch a gate or break through a fence to go exploring. They may not overcome obstacles gracefully, but they do it remarkably effectively. When in a good mood, however, donkeys can be surprisingly gentle. They may happily carry a young goat on their back, or quietly listen to someone playing the violin. But there's one thing you should never do. Try to take away their favorite female. A jealous donkey can become extremely aggressive. Physically, donkeys appear rather modest. Most stand up to 140 centimeters tall and weigh around 200 kilograms, although larger individuals can approach 350 kilograms. Their real superpower, however, is endurance. A donkey can comfortably carry a load weighing up to 2/3 of its own body weight for long periods. Harnessed to a cart, it can pull as much as 4 times its own weight.
Thanks to their uniquely shaped hooves, donkeys move confidently across rocky terrain and steep mountain trails, often outperforming horses.
They tolerate intense heat extremely well, but dislike wet weather. Moisture can seep into cracks in their hooves, damaging them, so donkeys living in humid regions require careful hoof care. Despite their reputation for being slow, donkeys can reach speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour when necessary. In some countries, including the United States, donkey racing remains a popular attraction. Unlike horses, which can be pushed until they collapse from exhaustion, donkeys possess an extraordinary sense of self-preservation. If a donkey believes a load is too heavy or a situation is genuinely dangerous, it simply stops moving. Once it makes that decision, forcing it forward is nearly impossible. Under good conditions, these intelligent animals can live for up to 50 years. In poorer regions, however, where they spend their lives performing exhausting labor, their average lifespan is often only around 15 years.
After thousands of years alongside humans, donkeys have been carrying loads for more than 5,000 years. Several distinct types have emerged.
The wild Somali donkey. the ancestor of all domestic donkeys. Today, it survives only in parts of Africa and can be recognized by the zebra-like stripes on its legs. The domestic donkey, humanity's loyal companion, looking remarkably similar to its wild ancestor. Feral donkeys, burros. These are domestic donkeys that escaped from people and returned to the wild, where they now live in free-ranging herds across several continents. Hybrids, mules and Hyenas, crosses between horses and donkeys. They inherit many of the best qualities of both parents, including strength and endurance, but because of their genetics, they are almost always sterile. So, the familiar image of the slow, stubborn donkey has very little to do with reality. In truth, donkeys are intelligent, incredibly resilient, and remarkably fearless animals that can defend themselves without hesitation, even against opponents far larger and more dangerous than they are.
It's no surprise that for thousands of years, people have valued donkeys not only as dependable working animals, but also as outstanding guardians. They carried heavy loads where other animals failed, protected livestock from predators, and proved that true strength is not always measured by size. The next time you see a calm donkey peacefully grazing in a meadow, you'll probably think twice before calling it harmless. Behind those long ears and that calm expression stands a fearless fighter that knows exactly how powerful it is and won't let anyone cross the line.